pissed off right now. Hold on. Got kids wandering around, YouTube making changes to what its usual way of signing on live is. Like I was completely unaware. I'll explain in a second. Let me get myself together because I'm like really irked. So if you hear any humming or singing, that's a kid eating on the other side of my screen. Yeah. Hopefully the children aren't too distracting today. They would have been with their other parent, but that's a whole nother story. Let me just cover my head because when I feel frazzled, I have to cover my head. And then I will show myself. Okay. Think I'm good. My son's really loud, but it is what it is. Hey, everybody. Let me turn my light on. So it's like I have all these plans and things. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that for the reading, for the moon. And then when the time comes, my house has a different idea. Like, no, you're not going to do that. No, you ain't going to have time for that. So guys, you see my bowls are here, but this was not the original plan. You're going to see my, I don't know how long I can sit with my legs folded before y'all going to see them come through the table. And I feel crooked. I'm just feeling so out of sorts. I feel so out of sorts right now. Because I don't like having to do a session and kids are wandering around. It makes me feel like it leaves them a chance to further piss me off. Yeah. So let me tell you, I was trying to get on live at 11:11 a.m. YouTube has some new thing going on. Like when you want to go live, it's asking me 50 questions now. Like, do you, which app do you want to share? Do you want your whole screen shared? Do you not want the whole screen shared? It never asked that before. Before it was just like, this is what it is. Now let me just check on things. It's too much movement happening behind me. If you know, you already know. Okay. So for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. This is Soul Transforming Energy. I'm Amina. I am the creator of S.T.E.A.M, Soul Transforming Energy and Movement. I am an intuitive guide, a certified master spiritual life coach, a light worker, and the mom of 4. 3 of my children, you're going to hear them today, are autistic and nonverbal. Most people think nonverbal means, oh, you must have a quiet house. No. Nonverbal just means they communicate in another way other than using words and stuff. But these kids sometimes use words. So yeah, that part. So like you might hear people singing and things like that through the screen. Hopefully it doesn't bother you. So as you can see, I wanted to do some breath work to start things off, but I'm going to start first. But let's talk about this full moon's energy in general. This full moon's energy. This is the full moon in Gemini. If you're just joining and you're like, why is she live? I thought I saw her live already. She popped off. It's because when I got on, everything was crazy. Like I didn't understand what was going on. YouTube was literally showing my YouTube screen, like what I had watched. It was, and it had my face in the corner, and it never did that before. Like, do you want to share screens? Do you want to? Never asked me that before. So I didn't understand what the question was meaning. And maybe I pressed something that made it share. So if you jumped into that other live, I'm so sorry. You're going to see this one is going to show up as the actual moon reading. And eventually I will change the graphic, the thumbnail to match over here. So I hope people aren't confused and looking at the other thing that said live moon reading. It was all crazy over there. So people will probably be jumping in late. That's fine. I get it. I was very confusing today with my look getting on. You would think Mercury was still in retro. It is not anymore. So I shouldn't be going through this nonsense, but It is what it is. Sorry, this itching my back. So let's talk about this full moon's energy in general. If you're not familiar with full moons illuminate. Full moons shine a light on things, stuff you've been overlooking, stuff you might have missed. The full moon is going to shine a light on all those areas you tried to avoid, or you are avoiding, or you're not clear on, you need clarity. Full moon's going to bring it in. Okay. Now, this is a full moon in Gemini. So that means things that are going to have a light shone on it are going to be things that require communication, travel, or intellect. So you might find yourself called to go back to school to learn something more about something. You might find yourself going back to old friends or old relationships to get clarity or closure. You might also find yourself traveling places that you've always been curious about. This is a good time to do those things. Okay. So before we jump in, I'm going to give you 5 tips to thrive during this time. And I had to put these together at the last minute, y'all, trying to get this live set up, trying to get these kids blocked off so that we don't have another incident like we had during a weekly forecast where somebody thought it'd be a good idea to like push this down and knocked one of my statues over. So today I have it set up so they can't get in. However, doesn't mean you're not going to hear them. And hopefully you don't, because I do. Anyway, so these 5 tips. 5 tips. And you know what I just realized? I didn't even bring my cards over here. So at some point, I'm going to have to get up and go bring all the cards. Don't laugh. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm like fumbling and knocking things over, and oh my God. You know why? Because my kids have me frazzled. When they are here and I'm trying to do a live and there's nobody to make sure they don't crash it, I'm nervous the whole time that they're going to crash the live. So don't mind me. Okay. I'm a little jittery. My oldest that watches them usually for me, she's still asleep and I don't want to disturb her sleep. So, you know, they're good. All right. So let's get to these tips. Number 1, clarity of the mental through communication and travel is going to be potent at this time. So if you feel called to travel somewhere, do it. If you or start to plan it, start to get the steps together. If you your mind feels like it's foggy, you're not clear on something, do the necessary communication, reach out, talk to the people that you have to in order to get clear. Number 2, it's a powerful time to express your feelings, okay, and insights, things you've been thinking about, things you've learned, and like, oh, revelations. I understand now. I see. Also, acknowledging your feelings. This is a good time if you have been feeling something and suppressing it. This full moon energy is going to be like the red carpet to what do you feel? Okay, especially for this tribe here, this light family, this is a good time to express how you feel. Don't suppress it, because if you do, you're going to carry these energies into 2026, and that's what we're not doing. Number 3, reflect on and release outdated thoughts and habits. And that's exactly what I mean about what's not following us into 2026. Old thoughts. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I don't know enough. Oh, I'm not ready. Those are not following us into 2026. Oh, I can't get what I want, so I'm going to settle for this. No, that's not following us into 2026. So this is a good time to reflect on these thoughts and bad habits. And I got a few that I need to not bring into 2026 with me. Okay. Reflect on these things, and especially the ones that have been with you for a long time. Now is the time to let them go. Release them. Okay. 4, make decisions that bring closure with or without it. Now, you know what that means? This is a supermoon, meaning you're going to feel this emotional tug really strong. And what's it going to be pushing you to do is to make choices that are affecting your life in a big way, like life-changing choices. So what my advice is like, make these decisions, the decisions that'll bring you peace of mind, that'll bring you closure. You don't have to talk to somebody to get closure. You don't have to see them one more time to get closure. You don't have to message them one more time to get closure. All you have to do is wait. I'm sorry, like YouTube is doing whatever it wants. Ask a Q&A. I didn't, it's doing its own thing. Anyway, all you have to do to get closure is to just do your own ritual. I've written letters to people, got all my feelings out. I'll keep the letter or I'll rip it up or I'll burn it or throw it away. Either way, closure. Okay. Hey, I hope people weren't lost. Like I said, I started the live. It was crazy and I had to start it again here. So I'm so sorry if people are still sitting on the other one. Because they wouldn't let me do it over. It wouldn't let me fix it. It was like, that's it. I don't like this new YouTube live, whatever they're doing. If they ask us creators what we think, I'm going to tell them like, y'all should have left it alone. But anyway, so number 5. Oh, I'm sorry. I was still talking about making decisions that bring closure with or without it. So if you get closure, you're lucky enough to talk to or see somebody or they write you, get your closure, make your decision. Is this person going to stay in my energy or are they not? Same thing with a job or a career choice. However, if you are unable to get in contact with what you need closure from, still do a ritual to release that energy. Make a decision that nothing that is still holding old energy or that wants to hold you in an old version of yourself is going to follow you into 2026. Lastly, number 5, be curious and open to new ways, beliefs, and info that could increase your understanding of things. Gemini is a curious energy. That's why they always are talking. I'm going to go see a Gemini after this who probably ain't even watching the live. And they're going to talk me to death. I already know. So be curious. Be in that energy of Gemini. If you don't understand something, you want to know something about something, ask questions. Learn more. Be open to learn new ways that you're not familiar with. Be open to new beliefs that somebody else might want to share with you that you don't necessarily believe. But these things can help you to increase your understanding of things. And this is what I tell people too, as to why I never really claim a religion. Because by learning about all of them, it increased my understanding of who I am, what I believe, and my life overall. So that's the same thing that's being advised under this full moon. Now, I'm supposed to do the collective readings now, the collective reading, but the cards are all the way over there. So what we're going to do is some quick breath work, since sounds like my kids went in a room for a minute. Yeah, I still hear one of them, but let's do this now, because really this was going to be a hand mudra dance to free the throat chakra and open the heart chakra and connect them to the crown, so that you're getting, you're getting some guidance from source to help you open up your heart, so that when you communicate, it's coming from a space of love and compassion. Okay, but we could still do that same thing seated. So what I'm going to do is I want y'all to start in this position for why am I looking at my hands like I've never seen them before? The throat chakra. All right. For freedom, hold it here for the first 4 deep grounding breaths to activate the throat chakra, to open it up, to be free to express your feelings and thoughts. Okay. After the first 4 grounding breaths, you can put your hands on your lap, open to receive any messages that may come in. This is going to be a quick connect to source, open up those chakras, ground them, and just breathing new energy and air into them while releasing old mess. All right. Sit comfortably, get in your position for that chakra. And let's start. Let's start there. Take a deep breath in. Focusing on the throat chakra, sending blue colors to that space, and exhale out. Releasing anything that feels like it's blocking you from communicating freely. Take a deep breath in. Visualize blue light coming up, up, up into the throat area from the bottom of your feet or the top of your head. And exhale, and as you breathe out, feel your throat chakra opening up, and releasing anything that has restricted it. Take another deep breath in, focusing on the heart center, sending green light to your heart, the center of your chest. And exhale and feel yourself letting go of any old stuff that the heart may be using to guard itself. Let's take another deep breath into the heart. Feel it glowing bright green, light, loving energy. And exhale, letting your heart feel light, safe, loved, and carried. Take another deep breath in, focusing on the top of your head, sending purple light, violet light to the top of your head, to your crown, connecting you to source energy. Exhale. Feel yourself glowing up with the love of source. Feel yourself glowing from your insides to your out. Feel light traveling through your veins, up your spine, through your bones, through your muscles, just reviving you. Breathe naturally, in and out, and focus on the heart in the center of your chest, your heart chakra, green. Focus on your throat chakra, right up there between your collarbones. And focus on the crown chakra at the top of your head. And breathe. And be still. This is not a guided visualization. This is a meditation and sound bath. You're focusing on freeing up any blockages in the throat chakra. You're focusing on connecting and opening up the heart to the crown chakra. And allowing source to guide. I'm so sorry also that the beauty of the sound bowls does not pick up very well and they're not mic'd. But I do hope that you are able to find peace through what you can hear. Every inhale and every exhale, make sure you are calling in light and releasing what does not feel in alignment with that light that you're calling in. There's so much you need to say, so much you need to share with the world. Your throat chakra is very important for your life mission. But it does need the heart to be open, to be soft, to be healed. Take a moment and breathe some healing energy to your heart. Make sure you're breathing and listening to the messages you receive, while also allowing your mind to visualize, what does a healed heart look and feel like? How does a healed throat chakra communicate. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Last time, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly return to the space that you're in, staying connected to your chakras, to the heart, the throat, and the crown, staying connected to source energy. Open your eyes, you can stretch your legs out, stretch out your arms, whatever you need to do. Do that while I run and grab my cards so I could do the collective reading. But I do hope that that brought some relief. Those that just needed a minute to slow down and breathe, like I need sometimes, because I just be going. And then I'm like, why am I worn out? Oh, because I didn't take a moment in this week to pause, you know. I knew that was going to happen. I've been having everything falling and acting crazy. So I said, ain't no way I'm going to make it through this without them chimes acting up. All right, let me get my cards. Woof, gosh. When y'all see the stack that's coming, you're going to be like, why didn't she prepare? I did not prepare. So this is going to be a minute. I'm hoping my kids will be patient with me. They got food, they got drink, but you know, these kids here, they're like entitled. I always say that they were doing bad things in another lifetime. Like they must have been slave masters or something, because they are just too comfortable, like bossing and thinking that they're supposed to get whatever they want when they want it. Look at my table said, what the hell? Okay. So we're going to start with the collective read. Where's the cards for that? That's Star Codes, Black Moon Lily, and the Moon Goddess Oracle. There we go. Okay, rest of these got to wait a second. Okay. Dang, I didn't know I had so many cards for today's session. Okay, so let me see, get my waters together. All right, let's get into this collective read. I'm really just checking out what the moon vibes are going to be for the collective. That means the vibes overall in general for everyone, how it may feel, how you can better understand what's happening, you know, because I know people probably was already feeling the energy of this moon and probably don't realize it. was wondering why communication seems like it's very important now, or it's a little off, or it's too much. Like, I've been finding under this full moon energy, people want to talk to me. And that's funny. What's funny is recently, a meme you put up came to mind. I was in an Uber yesterday. That meme where it was like, I'm nice. I like to talk, but don't talk too much. Like, that's enough. Like, that's how I felt yesterday. Like, life story rides. People that wanted to tell me about their whole life. And I'm sitting in the car like, I'm nice. I don't want to talk that much. Like, we could talk a little, but now you're talking too much, you know, and that's how I was feeling. But that's Geminis. Sorry, Geminis. Y'all know yourselves. Y'all talk, and talk. So that's going to be kind of the energy right now. You might feel like people are talking to you too much, or you have things you need to say to people. I'm telling you, or you feel like you got stuff you need to say to people, or like, I know for this tribe, it's really going to feel like everybody wants to talk to you. And you're like, not here for this, you know. And for this specific like family of light here in this channel, we tend to be the ear. So it's difficult after, you know, going through this whole year, 2025, that now people want you to be the dumping ground. And it's like, I've been through some ish this year too, you know. So let's be prepared for that. A lot of people wanting to talk, people wanting to travel to you or wanting you to come to them, and desires to travel. Also, to learn. If you're not already in school or studying something or got a mentor of some kind, I see that desire as well. And for most of you, it'll be to increase something with your career or your ability to make money. So let's get this overall vibe, even though I kind of just channeled it. But let's see. What's the overall vibe for us? We're going to do this like a pyramid. 1 card, 2 cards, 3. So it'll make a pyramid. All right. We have Vesta with her hearth. Wow. And this is like finding home, finding your center. I'm actually going to read y'all the book for this one because this card is really, I was going to say really cute. I meant to say dope. All right. So Vesta calls you to be a fire, to share yourself for the benefit of all, but still have enough energy left to live healthfully and give again another day. All right. So the action this card is telling you is to evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less. Now, I just talked about people wanting to talk, tell you all their stuff. This is a reminder to the collective that just as much as you're home based to others, just as much as you're this warm fire, this hearth for others, you need you too. You need that fire for yourself as well. So this moon could have you wanting to pull your energy back, wanting to retreat from friends, take some time to clear your mind, to get yourself together. Yeah, it says to clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. Because if a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. If you need to pull your energy back at this time, do it. Anybody that really loves you will say, I see you need that time. Okay. If they're not just self-involved, that'll be what'll show you. Okay. So find that deep calm within. This is a good time to light a candle with a prayer, to bring focus to what you want to focus on and let everything else just fall away. All right. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. Don't burn yourself up for anybody else's cause. All right, don't burn yourself out. What is the second thing the collective needs to know? We have Jupiter. Yay! If you know, the planet Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion, prosperity, and growth, bitches. And if you don't consider yourself a bitch, sorry. I'm sorry when I'm hyped, I say that. All right. So we got, this is is a good time to expand. All right. If you've been wanting to add a side hustle, if you have other talents and skills you haven't been bringing to the forefront, Jupiter is saying do it now. This is a time to grow your career. I keep hearing. I was going to say grow yourself as a person in your social group. And that may be for some of you, but most of you, this is a good time to expand yourself. Said you could build your prosperity. You could build up your money. All right. It's a good time to make more money. So get those side hustles going. They may become main hustles, I'm hearing, for some of you, for a lot of you. And a lot of you that have been working on things that felt like it was growing slowly, you're going to see things pick up within the next few days. All right. I'm hearing don't give up for some of you. And we have conjunction, becoming whole again. Now, whenever I see this, it makes me think of the lovers in tarot. So I do feel like there are two opposites coming together. This could be a relationship, love relationship, or it can be a career move or an environment. I'm just seeing becoming whole again. Either at this time, some of you are going to find you're moving someplace that makes you feel complete again, or you're going through a healing process that's ending now and you're like, I'm feeling whole again. But I'm hearing for a lot of you, it's a relationship. Love relationship, could be a friendship, but I'm really feeling a love relationship. Two people that are like opposites coming together and making like a completion. Like now things are as they should be. Like that's how it's going to feel. So some of you may find you're committing to someone during this time, getting engaged, getting married, or whatever else. But yeah. Some kind of feeling like I'm feeling like myself again. Many of you, it could be an activity. I see you getting back into an activity that it just felt like it didn't fit you anymore. You outgrew it, or you're too old for it, or time ran out. You can't be successful doing it. And you're going to see yourself doing it and coming together with it and feeling like this is me. I feel whole again. Like I felt like that. I did a show. A dance performance, and I hadn't done a performance in a while. And my my dance partner, Damon Foster, was like, yo, come do this concert, the Devore concert. When I tell you I was backstage, like it was my first show, I had never performed in my life. I was rehearsing, going over my stuff, stretching, overstretching to the point where I was like, all right, chill, because you're gonna be too tight when it's time to go out there. And that was my main fear, was getting winded. When I did that, when I stepped onto the stage, and maybe this is me coming clear about something about myself. When I stepped onto that stage, yo, it felt like home. Like I missed this. And I just felt super duper charged. Like I think I did the whole solo, like my face probably looked like that. The audience was probably like, is she high? Like, yeah, I'm so happy. Wah! I was like that. And I didn't have no energy. By the time I finished my solo, I think I had gave all my energy, probably through my damn happiness, that when it was time for me and him to do something together, I was looking at him like, oh, shoot, I can't even jump. I ain't had no energy. But when I got off stage, it made me say, wow, I felt like myself for a minute. I felt whole. I felt like I belonged there. I missed that. I longed for it. And though I haven't been on stage again since then, it just reminded me, it said to me, that is still there for you. Like you thought it was too late, thought you was too old, you thought nobody cared, nobody's going to worry about it. That's still there for you. And so that's what I feel like a lot of you are going to be discovering. All right. So the last cards for the collective, I keep looking at the bottom. They must want me to look at it. It's the dark moon, and it's saying retreat, and right under it, it says renewal. So some of you don't realize you might find that at this time you're getting a lot of time alone. Wait, let me hold these so you can see them. You might be ending up spending a lot of time alone. And it's not a punishment. It's God saying there's some work you got to do and you need to prepare for it now. When you finish this break, you're going to be completely renewed. You're going to feel totally renewed. I see many of you even looking like, I heard by Christmas, you're going to be looking like you got the rest and the break that you needed. Okay. So that's 1, 2, and that's the bottom of the deck. I didn't even pull from the top. That was just what you don't see about this time. All right, so we have balance with Le Maya, which I believe is supposed to be Ye Maya. But we have balance. New moon activation. And one more, strength with Halia. So what I'm hearing is we're being rewarded at this time, collective. I think many of you might have felt like you were out of sorts, you were frazzled, you've been all over the place, your energy's been scattered, you've had mind fog. But what you don't realize is through it all, you've been using tools that have kept you balanced. Could be tools you learned from me. But if you have your own set of tools that keep you grounded and balanced, whatever you've been doing, you're getting rewarded this month. Something has been activated through whatever we've been doing that keeps us balanced and connected to source and our guides. And there's like a reward for strength and bravery. I do see a lot of healing and rest. Maybe you have found yourself always feeling like, I got to be the strong one. I got to be the responsible one. I got to do this. I got to do that. There's going to be rewards coming in for that those sacrifices you made for others. And by the next new moon, some new energy is going to be activated. And I feel like it's going to be that strength doubled. You're going to feel more powerful, more strong, less likely to accept BS and more likely to say, hey, this is what I want. And this is how it's going to be. Brave enough to speak up. I see like ambitious, like royal energy being awakened under this full moon energy. It has a lot to do with communicating your truths, being strong enough to say what you got to say, being brave enough and balanced enough to share what you have to share, and others being able to comprehend it and maybe bringing balance into their lives with what you share. But that's what I got for the collective. We're going to keep on moving because I don't want this little period of kids being quiet to go away before I finish. So many of you are going to find you got to let some stuff go. This caught my attention. It was reversed, but when I looked at it again, it was upright, and it's autumn, letting go. So you might have been finding that this season has been brutal with you when it comes to the people you are keeping in your energy and the people you have to let go of. You may find that, you're having to let go of people that you are reluctant to do so. Okay. But I'm telling you, this full moon is going to show you stuff that's going to make it so that it's impossible. If somebody's meant to be released from your energy and you're a part of this family of light, you got a lot of work you have to do, and your energy has to be cleared. Your path has to be supported. Those people are going to get cleared out, and ain't going to be nothing you can do about it because it's going to be in God's hands. Now, another thing that's funny that was in God's hands is that one card did not make it into my shuffle for the Black Moon cards. And I guess it's because we were meant to see it last. It was hidden under the book. And it says Black Moon Lilith in Taurus. You are worthy. And I hit the bowl on that. So somebody out there, maybe all of us needed to be reminded what you want. Communicate it because you are worthy. Okay. No more thinking you are not worthy for the things you want. And I'm also hearing a side note. Some people ain't worthy for you. So make sure you are doing that as well. Because in that card, there's somebody standing there like, please, you are worthy. But maybe they're not. So keep that in mind. That was a side note for some of you. There may be people coming into your energy that ain't worthy of it. There may be people clinging to it that aren't worthy. Know that you are worthy of better relationships, better friendships, better situations. Okay. Now we move to the King Kong of this whole session, which is the pick a pal reading. I'm going to do 3 pals. All right. Yeah, they're in my crotch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the cards out, but I am going to let you select. How are they choosing? Oh, by the top card. Oh, okay. I took out the top cards first. So I'm going to let you select by top card. By the top card, and Then I will do your pile as I get to it so that you don't have to sit here and watch me create each pile one by one, which could be kind of annoying. Okay, so let me just get all the cards out. In the meantime, what you can do is if you are new here, remember, you can subscribe. We welcome you. We welcome you to subscribe if you are, new to this channel and you're connecting with any of the messages. Also, if you are watching right now, you might as well click the thumbs up. This video is going to be one you're going to want to come back to so that you can make sure you are in alignment with this energy, and it is going to be potent for at least the next 5 to 7 days. Okay. Also leave me a comment, even though this is the live chat and I probably won't see it later. Comment. It helps me to feel your vibes. It also helps to draw your spirit team here. And yeah. Okay. Rambling done. So let me give you your top cards and so that you can make your choice. All right. Put these down here. This is at the bottom. Got the mini astrology with Earth Alchemy as second. Eon. Okay, that's the Oracle. Oh, I got it in my hand. Oracle of the 7 energies. Energy Oracle and the Winter one. Okay, so those are first. All right. She ready? So here we go. All right, y'all. Well, we got 2 of the piles selected already. Pile 1. This is pile 2. Okay, let's get one more. One more card for the collective to choose their pile. One more card. Does it want to just come out? Okay. All right. So our 3 top cards have been chosen. All right. This reading is going to bring y'all are going to get some info from the divine. At the bottom, it says star. Divine, and it has all of the elements. Okay, earth, water, fire, and air. It says inner divine deities, guidance, clarity, and protection. That's what these readings are going to be bringing in for you. Okay, you're getting some divine guidance right now and some protection from things that are trying to, I think, leech on and follow you into 2026 that don't belong. All right. And that's interesting. That's the card that's on the box for it to be there for us at the bottom. All right. So your 3 choices. I'm trying to think if I should move this up. This when y'all see casualty. Look, my camera's going everywhere. Okay. That was just my sloppy, messy bookcase. All right. So we have 3 cards to choose from here. I will show you each one, and then we're going to jump right in. Trying to think which direction I'm going to go in. This is pile 1. So here's pile 1. This card, I'm not going to let you see the words. I just want you to choose it if you're drawn to the artwork. This is pile 1. Also, feel free to put your pile in the comments. It really does help to call your guides in. Pile 2. If you feel drawn to this card, your message is in pile 2 and pile 3. It's so difficult for me to choose because I'm reading the words on each card. If you feel drawn to this card, your message is in pile 3. Okay. So let's move these over to the side. 3, 2, and we have pile 1 here. I want to make my choice first before I jump in. I like all the cards. I don't know, whatever, maybe a message in all of them. All right. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, this is compassion. And what I feel coming in for you at this time with this full moon is where you need to love on yourself more, where you need to be more compassionate about your journey and the things you've gone through. All right. Some time for self-love. It says, for self and others. So compassion also for others. All right. It says, soften the heart, be gentle, and see the good. So try your best to shift your energy from focusing on what could go wrong, what went wrong, and focus on the things that did happen right. Okay. This is the element of water. All right, group ones. So you may find yourself having to focus on your emotions at this time. So the first question I asked is, what's this full moon shining a light on for you to deal with now? Okay. What is this full moon shining a light on? Well, then, for my pal ones, I only want 3 cards to deal with now. All right. That's one. And let's get this. I don't want these to be too long. Let's get 2 from the energy deck. All right, my power ones. What is this full moon shining a light on for you to deal with now? You have cornucopia and 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel's been rocking with me. This is so interesting, though, my ones. 5th chakra is the throat chakra, which we just spent time working on. So you definitely are supposed to be communicating and speaking at this time. What this full moon is shining a light on for you to deal with now, we have cornucopia, something with your blessings and abundance wanting to come in, your wishes, your dreams coming true. With 5th chakra and Archangel Gabriel here, you're getting some assistance with communicating what it is you want and what you need so that you can call it in. They're going to be shining a light on where you don't speak up for your blessings, where you let blessings pass you by that you actually deserve. I also feel like my ones, it's very important, your voice. Either you sing, you speak, you do something, you teach, your voice is important, okay? So if you smoke or you drink, you should cut it down, all right? And you also have the King of Swords, more with communicating. Yeah, it's going to be shining. You're going to have this full moon is going to shine a light on where you need to open up your mouth. We have the 3 of Cups. This is with social life and friends, okay? And the Knight of Swords. So this full moon is going to shine a light on where you need to speak up, where you need to be addressing some things. Maybe you have some false friends around you because the friends were upside down. You might have some people that cling to your energy because it feels really good. Maybe you come off as very strong and intelligent, and some people that are weaker, I don't like to say they're weaker, but they haven't done the work like you, might like to use you as a shield. Some people you may find, they find you so intelligent, you might find them sometimes trying to pretend to be as intelligent as you. I just see a need for you to cut off some friends coming very quickly. Yeah, you might have to let some people know. Even for some of you, it could be family members that you're going to have to address. If it's a family member, it's a masculine, okay? If it's friends, it's just a friend circle, that there's certain people in that circle that look for the people who don't celebrate you. That's what I'm hearing. There are friends that are going to be like, oh my God, what you're doing is amazing. You're great. Congratulations. And there's going to be that friend or family member who's like, what you're doing is all right. Or you need to do this. Or why are you doing it like that? That's the person or the people that need to go, okay? With compassion. Okay. Next question I asked was, look, I can't understand my handwriting. How are you meant to show up in this cycle of your life? How are you meant to show up? And this should be the energy you show up in, okay? How are you meant to show up in this cycle of your life, my pal ones? I'm going to take this. Earth magic. You're supposed to show up grounded at this time. Good Lord, this is my creative power. You guys must dance or garden or sing or spoken word. There's a lot with creativity I'm getting from this pal. But how you meant to show up in this cycle of your life is like the magician. Just showing how grounded you are. You're supposed to show up strong and rooted. Like, I've been through some stuff and I grew from it. You're supposed to show up as the star you are. And you see them rainbows? supposed to show up like, hey, I've been through the storm, but now I'm in my best, I'm on my best path right now. And I feel like also show up natural. My ones, you're being called to get connected to your natural self, maybe hair, skincare, and connecting more to nature, using the earth to manifest. All right. Look into some earth rituals with earth magic here. You have to. It's like literally screaming it at you. But it's also giving me Ace of Pentacles. And I do feel like that you're going to show up more financially grounded. Okay. That's what this full moon is helping to transform you into, a more financially grounded energy. I feel like maybe this pal here, so many blessings supposed to come to you. So many things are waiting for you, but you have to speak. Something about you're not saying. All right. You have I feel like this pal, you have more compassion for others than you do for yourself. And that's what needs to shift. All right, pal ones, what do you need to know this moon phase that is very important? As if everything I'm saying ain't. Okay. I don't know why I came up with that question. What do you need to know this moon phase is very important? I feel like it's very important because it's stuff that you might have been stressing or worried about. Okay. 3 from the Moonology. And I'll take 2 from this one, the Earth Alchemy. Okay. You have surrendered to the divine, literally the full moon. So you are being directed by the divine at this time. You need to come back and do that meditation again and see what answers you receive. Because at this time, what you need to know that's important is that you need to let go and surrender. Okay, maybe you're trying to force things. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So they will be shining a light on where you are not seeing your worth, which is probably why you're not speaking up and getting what you deserve and getting these fake people that act like they love what you do, but really want to just be in your energy, getting them out of here. Okay. And you have balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces, all 3 full moon cards. So this full moon is going to be important, shining a light on you, shining a light on these things for you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So maybe you've been worried about things or changes that are happening and they just want to confirm for you. Everybody is safe. You can make the changes and the moves that you want to make. All right. These are the things you need to know right now. Let me get into this deck. Jade and Pink Lotus, sink into silence, reflection, and tranquility. So much with having to meditate and pull your energy back. All right. That's important for you to know at this time. Perhaps you need to take some time to find peace of mind. And you have aquamarine and white lily. Aquamarine is a crystal for calming. So it says, go with the flow. Divine Mother, Shekinah flow, detach. Yeah, that goes right along with surrender to the divine. So what's important for you to know right now during this moon phase is you need to surrender. You need to let go and just go with the flow. Go within, get your answers from within. Know that the choices you make will not affect your loved ones. Everybody is safe. All right. You just need to make choices that assist you with balancing your spirituality and your practicality, and know that whatever choice you make, you're good enough for it. You know, stop thinking you're not worthy for certain things or people. And the last question, how are you leveling up now? How do your guides see you? Well, how your guides see you is your top card. Your guides see you as someone filled with compassion. You care about others. And they want you to share that compassion you have with the world, as well as have more compassion for yourself in the things that you've gone through. Okay. How are you leveling up now? We go to the Lemurian Star Child deck. And I will pull you one card. One card. Also, guys, if you want a personal reading, if you're here live, the information's in the description, but you just send an $8 to $10 donation. And you put S.T.E.A.M VIP in the comments. Okay, that happened. And yeah, I will pull cards for you at the end. All right, my pal ones, your final card is synchronicity. Okay, so how are you leveling up right now? You're getting in sync with opportunities that are coming in. You have divine timing here. and you just got surrendered to the divine. Everything that's coming in for you right now, my ones, is being guided by source. Not much you could do. The more you fight, the slower it happens. So the more that you're like, all right, I surrender. Where we going? What we doing? What's happening? The faster things will move. Opportunities in divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. So you have leveled up to the point where you are in alignment with a lot of synchronicities. Things are going to be happening in divine time for you. And you're going to have some divine outcomes. And that's what I got for you, my power ones. I hope this resonated. If it did and you didn't give me a thumbs up already, do that now. If you're new here, remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to move on to my group twos. Okay. I want to try to make this organized mess, but heck, just move this out the way. All right. Group twos. If you were drawn to this card, your card says community. So what I'm getting for you off jump is you're going to be calling in your soul family. If you have a podcast, if you have a group, if you have something where you need support, I feel like you're going to be building that community, and maybe it's going to be a surprise. Maybe you're going to be like, oh my God, overnight, I got all these subscribers, or out of nowhere, all of these people are joining my group. But yeah, that's what's happening. It says connect with others, support, give and receive angels. Okay. Zuri, give me a minute. Yeah, the kids are starting to come. Ooh, my stomach growled. Maybe they hungry. Maybe I'm hungry. Okay. My twos, we're going to make this quick. So it says connect with others. So I am getting, it's very important. You communicating, speaking with others, finding that soul tribe and of people that you give to and you receive from, where there is a balance and not just you giving. Okay. Yeah, these people are going to be like your angels. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Connie? Okay, somebody's in the kitchen doing something. All right, so we have community. Let me sip my coffee. Maybe that'll stop my stomach. All right. If you were drawn to Pal 2, let's get into it. So the first question was, what's this full moon shining a light on for you to deal with now? For my Pal 2s, good grief. Okay. Let's shuffle first. So I do feel some anxiety, some rushing with you. Maybe group 2, you're feeling like you're not seeing things happen fast enough. Okay, that wanted to come with it. Group 2, don't worry. All right. Don't worry. Your cards is looking really cute here. All right. All right, group 2. Let's see. What is this full moon shining a light on for you to deal with now? All right, group 2. You have, everybody got archangels coming out? Archangel Chamuel with the 3rd chakra. So there's something with this solar plexus that is getting activated at this time, where some yellow, well, it's yellow behind me. Focus on the solar plexus and some yellow light there. You may need some support when it comes to confidence, determination, and willpower. If you've been feeling like your willpower is weak, focus here. If you've been feeling lack of confidence, focus here. All right. 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel is coming through to show you, to shine light on where you may lack confidence or you still need the will to push yourself through a challenge. All right. You also have rest and rejuvenation. Is this going to be for every pal? Pal 1 was getting that a lot. So it says this full moon is shining a light on the fact that you need to rest and rejuvenate your energy. Okay. That's what you're going to be feeling at this time. All right. You also have over here the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of freaking Cups. So we're going to start with the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, which is showing you're holding on to something you really value. Okay. But what the moon is going to show you is where this may be conflicting. Maybe you're holding on to something you value, like a job, but really the job causes you a lot of stress. So it's very competitive, or you're often overlooked, or there's a lot of petty bickering and stuff like that, and favoritism. Maybe you need to hold on to a position because you just need that stability and that money. But what I'm hearing is they're going to shine a light on where whatever you're holding on to is causing a lot of conflict for you. It's not helping you progress. And what you're going to get shown is what is actually going to bring you happiness. This 10 of Cups here. This is where you will find your joy. Happy family life. Just feeling cheerful and joy-filled. So it's going to shine a light on where you are holding on to something you value, but it's not bringing you joy or happiness. Okay, maybe it's bringing you stability. That's what I feel. It brings you stability, but mentally and emotionally, it's not. It's a stress, and you're gonna have a light shine there, so that you will go towards what's really gonna bring you joy. All right, let's move on to the next question. How are you meant to show up in this cycle of life, my group twos? How are you meant to show up in this cycle of your life? How are my twos meant to show up in this cycle? I'm going to take this because it was trying to jump out. Wow. My twos, you have bearing fruit. At this time in your life, you're supposed to be showing up, showing all of the fruits of your labor. All the hard work that you've done. Look at my skin peeling. That's the thing with showing your hands online. You start to become self-conscious of them. All right. You're supposed to be showing up like this big tree, full of wisdom, having made it through the storms, and now ready to bear the fruits of its labor. All that it's gone through, showing the evidence of hard work well done. Yeah. Okay. So that gives you goals, okay? What do you need to know this moon phase that is important? What does my pal twos need to know? What do my pal twos need to know during this moon's phase that is very important for them to know? I'm going to take 2 from this pile. Turquoise and forget-me-not, balance. How many times we hear in balance? All right, cracking open, deep healing, balancing karma. So you might find that a lot that's happening to you at this time and in the next 5 to 7 days has to do with maybe things from your past, and it's assisting you in clearing out old stale stuff and creating good karma. So if there's anyone who you've done dirty, they may be coming back in and giving you that chance to make your amends, and vice versa. You have fairies orders. Pal 2, it says rest again. Replenish and release guilt. You guys need to take a break. Oh, hey, Monique. I feel like there is a lot of stuff in your head, a lot of mental turmoil. Your mind needs to rest and be replenished. Maybe you're carrying guilt for people that you have to release so that you can balance your karma. Maybe you're carrying guilt for people you had to pull your energy back from, or things you had to say, no, can't do that no more. Whatever the case may be, you got fairies orders coming through. So you are connected to the fae folk of the woods and the forest, and they are saying you need to rest and replenish your energy and release any feelings of guilt as you do so. Okay. And this is very important for you to know during this moon's phase. So it's letting me know if you don't do that, you might find yourself burnt out in like a week where you feel like you can't get out of bed. You're just out of it. All right. What else do my twos need to know? That's very important. We have communication is key. New moon in Gemini instead of the full. So it's going to be very important for you to communicate and speak your mind at this time, because you also have a time for healing, balsamic moon. This is a time to heal. So if there are wounds that are still open, if there's somebody that you feel guilt about, this is the time to communicate these feelings so that you can begin the healing process. And lastly, new moon, a new start is coming. A lot of you guys are going to notice by the next new moon that it's like you're in a totally different energy, living a totally different life, totally different mindset, totally different circle of friends, relationships, whatever. But you have a new start is coming. So if there's anywhere where you was feeling like things are just not going to happen, they're not moving, they're letting you know it is. Okay. At the bottom, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Some of you may find yourself, either getting into stronger committed relationships or having a new one. Yeah. And let's get to your last question. How are you leveling up and how do your guides see you? Well, right now, your guides see you as a part of their community. Your guides see you as family. Maybe some of your guides have been family. Maybe you have a lot of ancestors around you or friends that have passed on or even past lifetime soul family. But your guides see you as family. They really, really see you as someone who's loving and nurturing, and therefore they're giving you that same energy. I feel like you have angels just chilling with you. You probably don't even realize it. Some of them show up as people. Okay, there are earth angels on this planet. Okay, so how are you leveling up now? Let me get you one card for my twos. Okay, this popped up. Elven ones. Didn't I just say the Fae folk? You guys really need to spend time in nature and talk to the trees and the leaves and the flowers and all that stuff. We have the elven ones coming through, and you just had fairies orders. They're all in the same dimension. Okay. It says divine creation codes. So how you're leveling up right now is these entities are sending you creation codes, which are divine, meaning you might be getting creative ideas out of nowhere that seem divinely guided. You might create something new that is just going to attract in all of these energies. It says starborn. So many of you here, this is confirmation. If you chose Pile 2, you are a star seed. And it says architects, starborn architects, divas, sacred geometry. You're really leveling up. Start studying sacred geometry. It might help you in activating certain energies and in meditating. And wow, you guys are meant to create some amazing things in this world, in this lifetime. And it starts now. That's what they're going to be assisting you with, is tapping into those ideas. And that's what I got for you, Pal 2s. I hope this resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't subscribe yet, remember to subscribe and join this family of light. Read my description. It'll tell you about all the ways that you can connect with me on all the other platforms I'm on, and how you can book a personal reading. And I'm going to move into the last group, which is Pal 3. Thank you, my Pal 2s. Everybody's welcome to hang out, though. All right. I was drawn to this, Pal. Feel emotions is what this card says. If you were drawn to 3, if you're drawn to all of them, I mean, I think they all have messages for us. You see how some of them are similar, but it says feel emotions. So I feel like this full moon is going to really tug at your emotions that you've suppressed. Anything that you have been like, I feel that, but I don't want to. This full moon is going to shine a light on it and kind of force you to either face the emotion and release it, or do whatever you need to do to get your closure. If it's dealing with a person, a place, or a thing, doing what you need to do to get that closure. It says understand emotions, inner guidance, and validate self. So you may find also at this time, you might not be able to release your emotions in the direction that they need to be directed. But this full moon is going to cause you to understand where they stem from, to give yourself, to open up to some inner guidance from your higher self, and validate those feelings. Like, know that you suppress them, but they are valid. They're not like null and void. All right. So I'm gonna leave that here. Let's move on to the first question I asked, which was, what is this full moon shining a light on for you to deal with now? My Pal 3s, what is this full moon shining a light on for Pal 3 to deal with now? What's this full moon shining a light on for Pal 3 to deal with? Okay. We got 1, 2. Must be something you don't want to deal with, Pal 3, because it was reluctant to come out. Those cards. That's my son. Okay. What if he picked up on the mic? I don't know. What's this full moon shining a light on for you to deal with now? What is this full moon shining a light on for my Pal 3s? Okay, Nat wanted to come. Okay. So Pal 3. You have adjacent possibilities and appreciation. Woo. All right, I might go to the book for appreciation because I got a billion messages from there. But with adjacent possibilities, this full moon is shining a light for you to deal with the fact that you don't just have one way you can go. You don't just have one way you can blow up. You don't have one person that you could end up with. You have so many options. And that's what this full moon is going to shine a light on. Where you might have closed doors and said, I can't go that way, can't do that, can't do that. You're going to see that all these doors are still open. And the moon is going to shine a light, illuminate these open doors. So you might find that you're going to have a lot of choices to make in the next 7 days. Okay. Also, you have appreciation. And the first thing I thought was you being recognized and appreciated. And it's going to shine a light on those who don't. But I'm also hearing appreciation of self. So let me, and I never have to go in the book for the energy cards, but something is like, no, there's a little extra message in here. All right. Choosing gratitude is the key words for, well, the mantra for this card. And it says this card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom, yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. I didn't even peep that. All right. She could be focusing on these, worried that she might get caught up in their prickly branches of difficulty, but instead she's pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower. So this card is telling you that you have much to be grateful for, pal threes. And like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there is more to come that you can't yet see. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value. My daughter's always pointing out when I'm in a lack mindset. And it's guaranteed to bring more worth and richness of life to you. So this is going to be showing you where you're not appreciating the things you already have. And you need to really start to notice that you have a lot to appreciate already. And in doing that, you're going to attract in more. Okay. Now over here, what do we have? Queen of Cups. The Seven of Wands. Everybody's had some kind of conflict come up in the tarot. And the Tower. Damn, 3. All right. So my group threes. What is this full moon shining a light on for you to deal with right now? Well, it's something that tugs at your heartstrings. With the Queen of Cups here, it's a lot with your feelings, emotions. This card made sense. Something that deals with your emotional stability. Something that, look at that big cup she's looking at. Something you really, really care about and love a lot. Something that has a lot to do with keeping you emotionally stable or knocking you off. The moon is going to shine a light on you to deal with something that you've been fighting for or something that is fighting for you. It could be something that you're emotionally invested in and you're fighting for it. Or there's someone that's emotionally invested in you that is fighting for you. The moon is going to show you, though, in the next 7 days, if it's you or someone else. And when it does show you, it could cause some destruction. Now, with the Tower coming through, my threes, what that is letting me know is that whatever you find out in the next 5 to 7 days, is going to cause a little shakeup in things. It'll either make you make a choice that you've been sitting on that could change your life's direction, or it could just, maybe you made a choice and it's not a stable one. The Tower comes along to knock that unstable thing down and force you to start anew. So this could also represent maybe there's a way a relationship was that you're trying to keep it that way. And the Tower comes along to let you know there's been growth, there's been expansion. This can't fit in this tower anymore. You need to rebuild. There needs to be new energy. So, yeah, that's interesting. What's at the bottom? The Ace of Swords. So all of this is fact, and there's going to be some clarity coming through. The truth and the clarity that comes through in the next 5 to 7 days is what's going to cause this Tower. But also I see Temperance. So it's going to bring some kind of peace and tranquility and stability as well. I don't want to scare you guys. You know, when you get cards like the Tower, whatever this Tower moment is, what it's showing me after is great. Everything is great. And it may have something to do with someone you really love, that, or something you love that you left that feels like you kind of left it out, or you feel like you were kind of cut off. Whatever the case may be, something is coming in. It's going to give you some honesty. Why am I shutting everything down? It's going to bring you some honesty, some clarity, and some peace of mind and some balance where you might have felt like there was struggle. Okay, let's keep that moving. That was a lot, my group threes, just for what this full moon is going to shine a light on for you to deal with right now. All right, so let's see. How are you meant to show up in this cycle of your life? How is my group threes meant to show up in this cycle of their life? Okay, let's take it. Waking the lion. Group threes. Have you been dimming your light? Well, I'm in group 3, so shit. Waking the lion is like, you're supposed to be showing up in full rare form. Like boss energy, bright shining light, not dimming for anybody. Hear me roar, raw, that's you. Okay, I'm sorry I had to do that. Raw. All right. You're supposed to be showing up like the king or the queen of the jungle right now. You're supposed to be, I am here. I have arrived. Okay. You got 5 to 7 days to get it together, threes. Me too. Supposed to be shining right now. Okay. Supposed to be shining, supposed to be doing the things that bring you pleasure. Keep that in mind. Things that are fun for you. You're supposed to be looking good. I don't look good today. But you're just supposed to be in your star energy. Waking the lion literally speaks of waking up that inner fire. Okay. All right. I'll say I ain't tell you. Okay. Don't sleep on yourself. So what do you need to know this full phase, this moon phase that is important? All of this is important, but I guess this is more important. What you need to know that is very important during this moon's phase. I'll take 1 and 2. What does Pile 3 need to know that is very important during this moon's phase? That's too much, y'all. Come on. Oh, 1, 2, and I'll take the one that flipped up. Okay. So my Pile 3s, what do you need to know is very important during this moon's phase? You have Perselli Bluestone with Pilgrimage, Sacred Sites, Grid Work, and Dragon Energy. Yo, I swear I was just thinking about, I almost wore, y'all probably think I'm bugging out. I almost put on a necklace that it has a dragon on it and it activates your dragon energy. And I was inspired by that because, Lay, if you're still here, you had pointed out my dragon, my bloodstone dragon on my table. And I was like, oh, I feel like getting into some dragon energy because I was looking at it today. I said, I'm gonna put on my dragon necklace. But then my bees jumped out instead. So I was like, oh, I'll wear that. So it's just bugging me out now that it still says dragon energy for the pal I chose. With Pilgrimage, not on me, back to everybody. Now with Pilgrimage, what do you need to know this moon phase that's important? You need to travel to sacred sites. This group here, maybe spots like, I know there's sacred energy in Sedona, Arizona. They have spots. I know there may be sacred spots in different wooded areas, walking trails. Maybe why is it out my head? I'm like seeing these sacred spots and I can't get them in my head. The temples in the Mayan and Aztec temples, you need to go to those sites. Egyptian pyramids popped into my head. But there's one I'm really thinking of and I can't get it. Stonehenge. All right. Those sites. These are spots that you need to go to because you need to make pilgrimages there because of grid work, inner work, DNA shifting, light codes, stuff that you need to receive from these sites and maybe past lifetime healings that you need. All right. Dragon energy is with you. That means you are very much attracting in prosperity, but very brave too, and willing to go places that maybe people don't frequently go. You also have fulgurite and rose bay willow herb. And it says regeneration. I was waiting for us to get something about regenerating and rejuvenating. Everybody else did. Regeneration, acceleration, change, and shamanic wisdom. So there's some big, something is quickening for you. You have the tower here, and we have lightning striking here as well. So what you need to know about this moon's phase that is important is that you're getting assistance with regenerating, with and I don't even want to say rebuilding, but there's something you're changing within yourself, your mindset. Maybe you're getting wiser, but it's speeding. Like this change is necessary before 2026. So you're getting accelerated elevation. You might be finding yourself drawn to more herbal and earthy medicines and rituals, or called to even shamanic rituals at this time. But I see a huge change coming in for you in regards to how you present yourself. I'm almost hearing how you present yourself to the world. Who you are is getting a reboot. All right. And it's whatever is shifting in you is shifting quick. All right. Okay. What else do you need to know that's important during this moon's phase? My pal threes, you have a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So I do feel like you're a giver. My threes, you give. And I feel like you've been in that energy of giving rather than taking. I do feel like that's shifting for you. That though you may find yourself still there, you may find yourself still doing and giving things at this time. Just know that things are going to be coming back around. Hi. Hey, mom. All right. So a time to give rather than take is like continue to give as you've been giving, but also let me see them likes go up. I see 4 people and 2 likes. Let's get them likes up. All right. A time to give rather than take. You might find that in your giving, you're going to be receiving at this time as well. All right. It's very important for you to know that you're not just giving and nothing's going to come back. You also have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. I think you're spending a lot of time focusing on the future. When you get take time to breathe out, it means you're like, I don't know what's going to happen next. And they're saying, breathe out and relax. Okay. Just continue doing things as you've been doing, giving as you give, breathe out, relax. Adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon, because things are being adjusted at this time for you. Things are being shifted around. That's why you got this tower here. Things are being changed and shifted and moved around to match the energy that you're coming into, which is this energy of waking this lion up. So last question, how are you leveling up now and how do your guides see you? Well, right now, my pal threes, your guides see you as someone who is suppressing emotions. All right. They see you as someone who is very emotionally free, who's usually expressive of their emotions. But right now, they feel as if you're not taking enough time to validate how you feel. Advice I'm hearing is journaling, writing, talking out loud, maybe getting you could a friend, family member, but there's something here where they're seeing you as being in need of needing a way or a place to release emotions and validate them. Know that these emotions mean something and are real and not just being soft or weak. No, emotions, feelings, it takes a lot of courage and strength to feel. A lot of people who lock their hearts and become cold and emotionless, those are the punks. They're afraid to feel. Okay, so allow yourself to feel. All right, because your guides see you as somebody who's very, very, very compassionate. I'm seeing the dove in the background. It's giving me an energy like you're a messenger. Maybe things you say come from source or your ancestors. And right now, with you feeling like this, they feel like there are guards and shields up, and there's a need for you to really come to terms with how you feel about yourself, about your life, about things, and know that it's valid. It's fine to feel those feels, but they're also saying to release them in a healthy way. Okay. All righty. So how are you leveling up? Oop, that jumped into my lap. Arms. We have blue ray being, direct divine expression, bridge between dimensions. Didn't I just say I see this dove here in that corner, which means you're usually some kind of a messenger or a vessel for spirit to work through. But when you're like this, they can't get in. Well, That's what you're supposed to be leveling up to, becoming more of a bridge between dimensions. And that's not just them. That could be star ancestors that want to use you. That could be your ancestors. That could be source. Whatever the case may be, it's time for you to express yourself. The way you express yourself is going to be coming from a divine place, okay? Because the things that you are meant to share bridge dimensions. Maybe some of you do spiritual creative work. Maybe there are messages that come through your work, and some of these messages are coming from other dimensions, other times, but they're meant to be grounded here in this earth dimension at this time. You have a real big thing you are leveling up to. Okay. You have something big you're leveling up to. Yo, my agate ring just went flying. What does that mean? Oh, it came back to me. That's interesting. And this is one of my favorite rings. So maybe that's a side note for somebody. You might have to let go of something or someone or some place you really value, but it's going to come back to you. Okay. It'll come back. If it's meant for you, it'll come back. All right. That's what I got for you guys. All right. My pal threes. If this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. Where did I put I just stuck your leveling card right back in. But yeah. That's what I got for you guys right now. I hope this resonated. Give me a thumbs up if you are, if you haven't done that already. And since everybody that I see here live is actually family, I'll pull one card for each of you for this full moon. Lay Night, Diane Hextall, and Monique White. I see 4, but I don't see who the 4th person is. If you wanted a free card pull, should talk. I said comment. All right. So I saw Late Night first. I will do yours first. I'll pull a card for Monique, and then I'll pull one for Diane, aka Mom. And that'll wrap up today's session. All right. I'm not putting, I was gonna put all the, I guess I should put the tarot cards back in. All right, give me a second though. That's going to take a minute, and I was trying to hurry. That's one. Okay. Okay. I'm using my Christmas themed tarot cards. All righty. Okay, boom. So let's go. All right, Late Night, you're up first. I'm going to, I'll pull about 2 to 3 cards for each of you guys, just giving you an idea of what to expect in the next 5 to 7 days in regards to the energy of this full moon in the sign of Gemini. Okay. If you need to know the energy of each day, go and watch my weekly forecast. That'll tell you the vibe or the energy for each of these days. But if you want to know personally, you got to book a personal. So this is a personal for you. Next 5 to 7 days, how is this full moon going to be influencing Late Night, or what does she need to know at this time? 6 of Swords. I'm going to read it facing me. Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck. 7 of Swords. You may find yourself leaving something. With the 6 of Swords here, you're a little reluctant to leave something behind. I don't know why, but it feels like a job or something that has to do with your money. But it's reversed. So it's showing you're afraid, you're feeling guided towards something better, but the familiar shore is safety and you don't want to leave. But Queen of Pentacles is here showing that there's a bigger money offer coming, or some kind of stability that's coming in, or you're concerned about stability at this time. With the Chariot, something's about to show up that's going to shift that. All right. Some opportunities, something's going to happen that's going to make you say, okay, I'm good. I can leave that behind. But I do see you sneaking away. 7 of Swords shows you creeping away from something, but getting exposed. So you might get caught out there. If you're trying to sneak off from a job or out of a house or anything, I'm not getting any cups, so I don't see it as a relationship. It looks like it's work or a home or something that has to do with your money. You will get caught. They're going to say like, oh, we see you what you're trying to do. However, whatever it is you're doing, it'll grow your money, whatever this is. And it's coming in quickly, this choice. The Chariot is here already. You see how the deers are sitting, or the reindeers? They already arrived. So you might find this opportunity showing up very quickly. Okay. That's going to make you feel like I need to move on. I need to let go of the shore and head towards this unfamiliarity, because it does seem like it'll shift my money. All right. That's what I got for you late night. Moving on to Monique White. When did your name become Monique here? Why do I always thought it was Sunshine on YouTube as well? Okay. You ain't got to answer that. All right. Oh, there go your cards. What does Monique need to know? We got one. What does Monique need to know under this full moon? One more card. I said one more. Okay. Okay. All right. Got a lot going on, girl. Your cards are wilding. All right. One more. And they're giving more than one more. Okay. There's a lot on your mind, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. But they're showing me the cards that did land stably are showing the Seven of Wands reverse and the Hermit reverse. I don't know what you want to give up on that you've been fighting for. It is reverse. So I'll show it to you reverse. But it has you a little depressed. There's something that you feel like you've stood your ground, you fought for against opposition, but it just feels like maybe now you're feeling like, is it worth the fight? With the Hermit, you might find that when you pull yourself to be by yourself, you're not doing the spiritual work you're supposed to be doing. You're not meditating. You're not praying. You go by yourself and you get depressed. So they're showing that as a no, don't do that anymore. Now, the other cards that jumped out, I wasn't going to take them, but they're jumping in my face. The star is at the bottom showing that there's something you're praying for. All right. We have the Six of Cups. This has to do with family and soulmates and the past. There's something with the past that is repeating. The world is here reversed. I don't know why you're getting so much information, but you need to know this in the next 5 to 7 days. Okay. So there's a cycle you might be repeating. All righty. They're trying to show you now the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups reversed. There's something about you being emotionally unavailable to an extent right now, like just feeling kind of emotionally all over the place. Maybe it's due to feeling like you're shut out. Somebody made you feel like you're out in the cold, or they're not concerned with how you feel. Could have something to do with work. You're doing something over and over again that just leaves you emotionally drained and just feeling unfulfilled. Okay. It's something you've been doing for a long time, though. They're going to shine a light on that. You have to take a look at what causes you to feel depressed and pull your energy into yourself. What causes your emotions to feel frazzled? And whatever that is something you've been holding on to for a while, or doing for a long time, or feeling like you have to defend yourself a lot. They're saying it's a cycle repetition, and they're going to be shining a light on something that you need to be releasing, not bringing with you into 2026. I hope that was clear. Your reading was all over the place. All righty, moving on to Diane Hextor. Why am I acting like I don't remember my mother's name? All right, as you jump on, if you want cards pulled, it is an $8 to $10 donation. Information's in the description. You could Cash App it to Ancestor Dancer. And then put STEAM VIP in the comments. I will pull cards for you. However, you have to do that within the moment of me doing this person, because they are the last one on my list. So if there's anyone else who wants to join in, you have to do that ASAP. All righty. Okay. Mother. The Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Six. All right. What's at the bottom? Another Seven of Swords. All righty. With the Eight of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Wands reversed. Because Eight of Pentacles speaks of work, but not working. So there may be an aspect of yourself that might still desire to work. And you're probably going, no, I don't. But there may be some kind of tug towards doing something or working. It's like something you were once very passionate about as a career, something you're very, very good at, you've mastered. It's like now you doubt that you could do it, or you doubt that you will be as passionate for it, with Knight of Wands and Eight of Pentacles reverse. All right, so that shows you're not running towards this anymore because you kind of feel like, I don't know if I'm passionate about it. I don't know if I can do it. With the Six of Pentacles here, there's some kind of calling. You might be feeling called in the next 5 to 7 days to do something that gives back. That's going to give you something back as well. There's something about you enjoying the energy of giving and what you receive back, the gratitude. There's like a balance there for you. Even if you're not getting money, there's something with that, feeling like you need to have reciprocation of what you put in. So it could be some issues with the money you're receiving from past work done, finally feeling like it's balancing out, or a desire to go back and do this or do something like it so that you can give back or something like that. Seven of Swords here is at the bottom in the Strength card, Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's like something you're very passionate about, something you started doing that you stopped doing. It does take some courage to go back or to do it. Seven of Swords reversed. It's kind of like, yeah, maybe you've been thinking about this on the low and you've been thinking about doing something or going somewhere. This could even speak of trying to leave an old environment behind, but not being able to leave it without people noticing you're leaving. There's a lot going on with you guys, but the primary thing I see that's going to have a light shining on it is going to be something with work, with wanting to do something where you're giving and receiving, and that opportunity is going to probably present itself for you soon when you least expect it. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me live. I have to fix my thumbnail now so that everybody knows that this was the full moon in Gemini reading. The Gemini who I have to go see now just sent me something, which lets me know, Nikki Hextall, you ain't watching. And I'm gonna make you watch this. So you're gonna see this when I get to your house. Anyway, everyone else, sending you light and love, peace, blessings, all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. Also, check out Lay Knight's channel, write it out. They have a new thing, a new word, resolution. If you want to be in the video, get your stuff in to Late Night, okay? And go look at some of the other videos. I'm in them. Later, y'all. Thank you. You're absolutely awesome.